guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Shelly. I am 63 years old and I live in Central Florida. And today's Shelly's hot topic is gonna be a little bit heavy. It's kind of about loss, right? At this stage in our lives, this final chapter of our lives, we start losing people we love, right? We start losing people that are close to us, sometimes family members and friends, and it just becomes so heavy, right? It's just such a heavy thing to carry. I have a friend right now who is in hospice, and I've known him since I was like 12 years old, and it's heart-wrenching, right? As we get older, we start losing these people that are close to us that we really care about. And it's really hard. I mean, I know, circle of life and all that, and it's funny how some people are. Some people are like, well, that's life. That's just the way it is, you live, you die, or whatever. I don't know. But for me, it's hard. It's really hard. I feel things very deeply. I get that whole, you're an empath. I've been getting that my whole life. It's because you're an empath. Yeah, maybe that's it. And it's hard. It's so hard. As we get older, losing more and more people around us. When we're younger, we've lost our parents. By younger, I mean like 10 years ago, I lost my parents. Some people are very lucky, right? They have their parents till, much later in life. And it's just so sad. My brother-in-law, well, my ex-brother-in-law, his mom's like 85. God love her too, boy. She's out there moving, shaking. She's doing great, right? And it's such a blessing, I think. My father was 94 when he passed away, but I was 50, so he had me much later in life. And don't get me wrong, I was blessed to have him as long as I did, for sure. I know that. It just gets very hard, right? I guess that's when we lean into our faith and we lean into our siblings and our family and friends. I just never really thought about it. When I was younger, 40s, 50s, I never thought about coming to that place where we start, it's almost like, it's weird. It's like you expect to lose your parents, meaning, I actually was in therapy and the therapist said, people know they're going to lose their parents. Like subconsciously they know, like someday I'm going to lose my mom and dad. And the loss of a child is so heavy because you don't ever expect that, right? That's horrible. You don't expect that. And she said, believe it or not, the loss of a spouse is devastating because we don't think about that. We don't think about losing our spouse or children. Like it's just something we don't think about when we're younger. So, and I've started like over 60. I started thinking, wow, I started losing a lot of people, like friends from high school and like I said, I have this friend that I've known my whole life, and it's just so heavy. So it feels so heavy when you start losing people. And I know that that's normal and all those things, but like, how do you just roll with it? I mean, I guess what else can you do, right? You just kind of go with it and you pray and you got to walk through that, because what other alternative do we have? Like, we're gonna lose people. But yeah, it was just something that came to me over the last few weeks with my friend being in hospice, and I realized, wow, I've lost a lot of people I really love and I really care about. And it is such a heavy, heavy thing as we age, and albeit circle of life, it's normal, blah, blah. Thanks, guys. That doesn't help, right? That doesn't help too much, but I guess the only choice we have, like I said, is to just kind of walk through that. We got to sit with it, and we have to reconcile that, and it's kind of the way it is, right? So do you guys go through that? Like, what do you do to kind of reconcile that? Do you just this is the way it is and just roll with it? Or I have a friend of mine who said that journaling helps her get through all that. Like whenever she has a loss or something heavy like that, journal. And I journal. makes a big difference for me. That could be me. It's not a stretch that I'm weird, I don't know. That could be me. But I'm just curious. Do you guys, journal through that? I find talking through it helps me. I talk to my sister, my friends, I talk it out. I find talking things out is a big one. I know that comes as a surprise that I talk a lot. But it does, it helps me. Talking things out just really gets me through the good stuff and the tough stuff, right? Anyway, that was my Shelly's little thought for the day. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.